Hey everyone, James Wilson here with MTB Strength Training Systems and BikeJames.com. Today I want to share some thoughts on the specificity of physical qualities and how that affects your training programs. So in a nutshell, you can divide these up into more specific things, but you got four general physical qualities. You've got mobility, you've got strength, you've got power, and then you've got endurance or your cardio. Now each of these four elements are not the same when it comes to how you want to approach training them. Some you can approach in a more general fashion and some you want to be very specific. So for example, mobility is very general. If you couldn't touch your toes before and you do some mobility movements that allow you to touch your toes, that's going to help you across the board, whether you're a mountain biker, whether you're a golfer, no matter what your sport is. But cardio is on the other end of the spectrum, where it's very specific. And so doing cardio training that will help you in one sport is not necessarily going to help you in another sport. And so this is one of the reasons that I hate using road bikes and road bike based cardio programs for mountain bike training, is because they don't train the specific things that we need as mountain bikers. So with that in mind, you can see there's a continuum basically of these four elements. Mobility is the most general. Strength is the next. It's getting a little bit more specific, but it's still pretty general. Power is getting more specific, and then finally cardio or your endurance is the most specific. So again, one mobility exercise that helps one group of athletes is probably going to have a benefit for a lot of other athletes as well. Same thing with strength. Just general strength training is going to help across the board for a lot of different athletes. Again, each of these things, there are some things you can get more specific with, but in general, good mobility and good strength training is going to help you across the board. Now, when you get into things like power and cardio, this is where things get more specific. So power training, you can do some general power training, but you also need to keep in mind that power is speed and movement specific, and there's a timing element to power. And so making sure that you are working on that. So for us as mountain bikers, again, the best thing you can do is get on your bike and practice things like manualing and bunny hopping and doing these power moves, because there's a specific timing to it that you need to get, and you can only get that from your bike. Now, and the last one on the farthest end of the specificity spectrum here is going to be your cardio or endurance. And so again, the most specific thing you can do is ride your bike. Anything that's not on your bike is not specific. And especially when it comes to your cardio training. So making sure that you definitely need to have some general cardio training, but when you're saying that you're doing cardio training for mountain biking, it should be on a mountain bike, and it should be working on mimicking the demands of trail riding, not road riding or some other sport. So with that in mind, hopefully that can help you when you're looking at getting your program together, especially going into the off season, right? These four elements, the mobility, the strength, the power, and the cardio, all these things need to be in your program, and making sure that you are approaching them the right way will help you a lot and help you pick the right program for you, so that you're not, like I said, doing a road riding cardio program when you're a mountain biker. That's the worst thing that you can do. Or trying to get super specific with your mobility training, like that's a waste of time. Like you don't have to. So make sure you're getting specific where you need to, staying general where you can, and that's going to help you get the best results. So you can learn more at BikeJames.com, and I'll talk to everybody next time.